So be quiet. Hey y'all. Hey friend. I hope y'all doing well today. Thanks for joining me. I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm gathering myself now. Hey y'all. Let me turn my Instagram on because it is not on yet. Hey friend. Hey y'all. Thanks for joining me. Happy Tuesday. Look where the Lord has brought us. We're here already on Tuesday. He kept us. Hey friend, thanks for joining me. I have to figure out. I am testing YouTube, y'all. So it's all new for me here, and I can't figure out how to turn on my comments over here. Hey y'all, Instagram. Hey friend, how are y'all? Hey, happy Tuesday. I want to say Wednesday. We're here to talk about today's content 10 reasons you may be failing at friendship. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Do you feel like you're failing at friendship? Do you feel like this live is for you? If you want me to save it, you're one of those people, then you're going to be able to go watch it on YouTube. So I'm doing this on purpose so that you guys can watch these lives at any time. So I'm going to leave it up on YouTube. And to the people joining me on YouTube, hey, friend. I sent one of my so-called friends your reel about God protecting us, and she unfriended me and blocked me. But I know that's not God protect. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Why did she? Wait, why did that go? Wait, that turn. You sent it to her. She blocked you. What happened, friend? Something must have happened before now, because I need to understand. I got to understand what's going on, friend. Hey, babe. Hey y'all, thanks for joining me. I got my lesson for today. I got it already up, and I do appreciate the few people who DM'd me today and told me that I had reasons on my post, not reasons. I do appreciate y'all. I think a lot of people didn't even notice it, but for those who reached out to me, I do appreciate you a lot. Okay, I'll be careful I'll slow down next time. But today's topic is, look, y'all see, 10 possible reasons. 10 possible reasons you're losing friends or struggling to maintain lasting friendships. Number one is you don't value people's time. Your actions send a message that your friends aren't a priority. All right, let's unpack number one. You don't value people's time. And when you don't value people's time, it makes people feel like they don't matter to you. It's really simple. I cannot stand to have a person who's supposed to be an event. Let's say the event starts at 4 p.m. and they really feel like it's okay for them to leave their house at 5. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's tacky. If it was something that was important to you, you would be on time. You know, a lot of people like to make like it's cute. That's the thing to do, but it's not cute and it's not the thing to do, especially when you call yourself somebody's friend and arrive to people's birthday dinners and such like that. What? Thank you, friend. Friend said number one, you don't value people's time. This could really be a possibility as to why you're feeling at friendship. People don't when people don't feel important to you, they don't even have to intentionally exclude you. They will just do so to protect themselves. The mind protects itself. And you can feel excluded, but the truth is you excluded yourself because you didn't care. You don't prioritize people. You're late for everything. Or you involve your friends in something, but you don't consider their time. Hey, friend, you don't consider their time. You just all over the place. You do what you want to do, how you want to do. You don't consider how it may actually affect them. And when you're like that, people just don't want to be bothered. And you think people acting funny, but really they're just adjusting to how you treat them. It's really not personal. All right, number two. I'm going on my lesson today. Number two, You subconsciously expose hidden resentment by never expressing admiration. Did you hear me? Because why can't you tell your friend she cute? Why can't you? Why is that hard for you to do that? Why can't you tell your friend congratulations? I'm proud of you. When you withhold the good that you need to share with someone, you automatically build on the resentment and those insecurities that you have that's keeping you from doing so, right? It says you subconsciously expose hidden resentment by never expressing admiration. When you know a friend is beautiful, successful, or thriving, but never take the time to compliment them, that unspoken resentment builds. That's exactly what happens. You have to listen. If you struggle with jealousy, I want you to know number one, that's normal. Jealousy is a normal feeling. It's normal. It's a normal emotion. It's what we do with jealousy that makes it bad. You understand? It's what we do with jealousy that makes it envy. So here's what I want to say. If you really struggle with jealousy, I want you to try breaking that. Because I'm going to tell you, you can break anything off of you. You can break stuff off of you. Okay? You have the power to do so. If you really struggle with jealousy, instead of withholding the good things you need to say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. I think that's amazing that you did that. I love that. You know what I mean? Because really the truth is you actually do admire them. You admire the accomplishments that they're making. You admire their beautiful marriage. You admire, hey Danielle, girl, you have not texted me. Get off my live and text me. Okay. Anyway. Um anyway, you admire so many things about them, but when you gotta stand in the mirror and ask, why is it so hard for me to say I'm proud? Why is it so hard for me to say I appreciate the example that you've set before me? Why is it so hard for me to say, hey, congratulations to people you call friend? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You call them friend, you may as well congratulate them. But sometimes we allow our insecurities to defeat us in such a way that it not just cripples us in our friendships, but it cripples us as people. Because who wants to live as a hater? You lack self-love and confidence. Absolutely. I remember one time it's kind of crazy how people work. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this before, but have y'all ever experienced people who want you to be jealous of them? So because how would I say this? It's not necessarily that they project it, but it's kind of twisted because I feel this way about you. You should feel this way about me. And because you intimidate me, I think you should feel intimidated by me. I know it sounds weird, but stick with me here. So they want you to they perform for you. It's almost like if you make an achievement, they do something, they want to show you, yeah, I did it too. You think you're the only one that can buy a house? I can buy a house. You think you're the only one that can get a new car? I can get a new car. You think you're the only one that can have a husband that loves you? I got a husband that loves me. Whole time he knocked upside the head or something. I don't know. But people, they have a way of they want you to feel how they feel. But the beauty in this is you don't have to. Yes, looking for validation. You don't have to. You don't have to feel how people feel. I remember I used to try to match people's energy, and I said this yesterday. I used to try to match people's energy until you start realizing that you ain't built like that. You ain't come from all that care. And I came from love. Okay, I was raised in holiness. You can't. You kiss. You don't know what you're getting into trying to match people's energy. You don't know what kind of demonic spirits they entertain. And you be coming up on stuff you never even imagine trying to match people's energy. You just can't. You just can't. But there are so many people who are jealous of you, who will try to get you to buy in to being jealous, and you don't have to be jealous. You don't have to be. And they'll do it in such a way so I don't even know, it's almost like LeBron and Steph. Like when they see each other on that court, you see me, I see. They want that kind of energy, but you don't have to entertain things like that. You don't have to. It's not healthy. It's okay to put your foot down and say, actually, I don't want to be in a relationship like this where, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I have been like a cheerleader for so many people in my life, but I've had them when they achieve something and I'm saying congratulations to them. It's like they want me to know, like, yeah, you see me. It's weird. I'm good. It's good. So I just did away with those kind of relationships. Then away. And then we're moving on to number 3. Number 3, you don't mind inconveniencing others, but refuse to be inconvenienced. Y'all know people like this. Are you one of those people? Are you one of those people? I remember a person told me one time she's too selfish to have friends and she's okay with it until she started realizing that she needs people. And guess what? I never inconvenience myself for her either because I'm not. I will not. Girl, by you had already told me that, and I don't get friends to this like to get things out of them, so to speak. But if you telling me I deal with women the same way I would deal with a man if I was dating. If you tell me you don't want a relationship, I hear you. I got it. Boom. Because you feel like if you're a friend, that means you have to show up. That means you have to do this, and that means you have to do that. And if you don't never do that for nobody will expect that of you. And you're absolutely right. I'm not gonna have no expectations of you, and I'm also not going to position myself to get my feelings hurt, to be feeling some kind of way. You've already told me that you're not trying to do that. And sometimes we befriend people like this who are literally telling us they don't want friendship. We do, y'all. We really do. I'm moving my camera over here because I was trying to charge my phone, but it's pulling. Bruno, watch it. Yeah, we do. We befriend people. Sorry, YouTube. We befriend people, not accepting what they're telling us. You know what I'm saying? And it's not okay. If you tell me you don't want to be friends, you're not trying to do that because you don't want to be inconvenienced, I will not inconvenience myself. Period. But this also sends a message to people when you're this way. You send a message that if your needs aren't being served, then you're out. And nobody wants friends like that because the reality of the situation is there will be days that I serve you more than me, more days that I serve you more than you serve me, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like as long as life is life, and as long as we're living and breathing, there are going to be moments that you show up for me in a way I can't show up for you. That's what makes friendship friendship. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's my trauma from my childhood because I have abandonment issues. So when I have friends that just abandon me like that, it hurts. I'm sorry, friend. I think I missed a previous comment of yours from what I'm seeing. Maybe I missed a previous comment. Our treasures are in heaven, not in this world. Yeah, sometimes we do struggle with issues of rejection and abandonment, and we take on whatever is available to us. But baby, I stopped doing that. I said, Lord, I don't want to do what's available to me. I need you to help me. I want you to show me who's assigned to me. There are so many people available to us, and some people we will connect with them, y'all. We will connect with them, but it doesn't mean that we're supposed to be connected with them intimately. They don't have to be like our closest friends, our best friends. They don't have to be the people that you call and tell your secrets to. They don't have to be like they don't. And a lot of times, because we deal with issues of rejection, and abandonment, we'll just take people in because they're available. But I have learned to start asking God for discernment in who I should have as friends. The Bible says a friend would stick closer than a brother. That's really important to me. Closer than my brother. So if I call you my friend, that means you don't mind being inconvenienced for me. If that means you need to be inconvenienced. And some people think it's okay to live selfish, and if that's what they want to do, that's fine. But you can't go through this life not having nobody, and you cannot maintain relationships being selfish. You can't. You just can't. Friends said I had to go in isolation and love myself. I went into isolation for a while too, and it helped me not to just become a better friend, but it also helped me to get better friends. Because in that time, I committed myself to becoming a friend of God for real. And then like in friending him and befriending him, it helped me to be better to other people, where I could really lavish love on them the way that God calls us to do so with one another. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when I didn't love myself well, I love that for you, friend. Because when I did not love myself well, I didn't love other people well at all. At all. Friend says there are folk who know how to be friends and will find each other. Absolutely, we will. I love that encouragement. There are people who know how to have friends and who know how to do friendship. Let me just tell you this. Friendship is relative. It really is. Friendship is relative. And you have to be friends with people who share the same understanding of friendship as you do. Because when people don't share the same understanding of friendship as you do, they don't value people. They don't think loyalty is important. They don't think consistency is important. They don't think intentionality and effort is important. How are you going to have a thriving friendship with them? How? You're going to find yourself begging. You're gonna find yourself begging. So you have to, like, the way that people, I'm for real, don't think it's too much to ask a person, how do you define friendship? What does it mean to you to value friendship? It's okay to ask those questions. Y'all, we ask it to men, and I know I'm talking to a lot of women, we gonna ask men, but when it comes to friendship, we just kind of like go with the flow, like she likes what I like, she does what I, no, absolutely not. No, it's just like, maybe listen, when it comes to me, I hold interviews. Okay, what's your philosophy of education? What's your philosophy of friendship? Period. My husband is my best friend. I have friends with my husband. We are the best friends. Absolutely, Danielle. Same. Brady is gang. Did you hear me? Period. I am crazy about my husband. He is my bestest friend. Um, let's see. This comment says, yes, it is so relative, friend. It really is. And if you're not mindful of that, you'll just be friends with people. You'll just be friends with people. You need to know what people think about friendship. You need to know what people consider to be. You know what I mean? You have to know. All right, I'm moving on because I can be there all day. Number 4 is you invalidate people's. Sorry, no. You invalidate people's experiences of you, causing them to question your character and your ability to take accountability. So basically, I come to you and I say, "Yo, Bethany, this really bothered me." You know what I mean? When you said that, it made me feel this way. You know what I mean? And or when you showed up, how you showed up, it made me feel like whatever. And you say, no, that's not what it was. That's not what I mean. And you knowing like that could have caused it. Even if you don't know, they bring it to your attention. You immediately say, no, mm-mm. I try not to do that because, people are experiencing us. We're not experiencing us. So if somebody brings them to my attention, I immediately try to listen to what they're saying. A lot of times we are always trying to respond, and that's why we fail at friendship. We don't take time to listen. We need to try to correct them before they correct us. And if you can't take constructive criticism in your relationships will never thrive. You will always fail at friendship. If I can't tell you how something made me feel, and a lot of times it's not even good to have friends who won't say to you how they feel. I can't stand being in a relationship with somebody who always in agreement with me. We're always good. They don't have, like, you know what I'm saying? There should be something at some point we should disagree about something. Somebody, a friend. If that's your kind of relationship, somebody is a follower, not a friend. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really important for us to welcome our friends to correct us. Like if anything happens where I misstep, I do something wrong, let me know. Let me know. You don't have to just do life with me and push it under the rug until you boil up one day and then throw it all in my face. You don't have to. You can let me know. But sometimes people, they shy away from expressing in totality how they really feel because they're afraid to be rejected by people because their feelings have been invalidated so many times. You know what I mean? So I made it a habit, and I share this with you, to say to people who let me know something that's not that they give me information about myself that doesn't make me necessarily happy, right? Or even if I don't agree with it, I immediately say, I apologize, and I understand how that could make you feel. Period. And you know what? You can resolve a whole lot of things the way. You don't have to cut everybody off. I don't know who needs to hear that today. You can resolve a whole lot of things because sometimes you might not even understand in that moment, but you just need to validate that they feel something. You know what I mean? Because I've learned too, y'all, that I may not necessarily understand it in the moment, and I can find every reason to justify what I didn't mean, all the things. But lives, and I learn a little bit more because I'm living and I'm learning, and I hope everyone else is too. I will eventually understand how that affected that person the way it did. Because intent and impact is two different things. Period. You can have one intention, but the impact of your intention is another thing. So you have to be mindful of that when you're dealing with people, especially people that you love and value. All right, number 5. You rely too much on the I'll just show my face mentality. This repeated lack of meaningful presence shows a lack of respect for people's time. Yeah, we've all said it, right? I'm just gonna go show my face. But it matters that you're there. It matters. And y'all, sometimes we think to ourselves, well, they ain't been here for me, they ain't do this for me, and all that kind of carrying out. Sometimes where you sow, you may not even reap. There are some harvests that you get in your life from other seeds you've sown in other places. There are some things that's showing up for you, people showing up for you because of how you've shown up in other places. Sometimes we are upset and frustrated with the outcomes in our lives, never considering how we contribute to the outcome that we have. We're contributors. We're not always victims. We're contributors. Period. That's the truth. Sometimes we really are contributors, and whether we like to face that or not, we have to ask ourselves: no one is showing up for me. If no one, it's people just quote unquote show their faces for me. They don't be on time. All the things. Do I do that? Ask yourself: do I do that? And when you start being better by people, people will be better by you. That's the word today. Treat my motto, my life motto is my mantra. I live by this. The better we treat people, the better our lives will be. Do you hear me? The better we treat people, the better our lives will be. And if you really don't think it's a life hack, if you want lasting relationships and friendships, and you want people who are supportive, you want people that you can trust, people you don't always got to be wondering about, looking over your shoulder with, all the things, you have to be one of those people. You're not going to get it until you start becoming, if you want true support, you have to start supporting people. And you may support people who don't support you back, but you will never lack support. You won't. Number 6, you change personalities depending on who you're around, making you unreliable and difficult to trust. Y'all know people like that? I'm very amazing. Y'all know people who change personalities depending on who they're around. I do not mess with people like that. I used to. I used to be okay with people. I used to let them be thinking. I used to be naive. I was saying, "Oh, that's not how it was." Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I don't know them like that. Baby, bye. If every time you get around certain people, your personality changes, I'm good. No, 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 no. Because no, when I think about people that I really enjoy having in my life, people that when I see them, my little soul just bubbles with joy. I'm so happy to see them. They're always the same. They're always the same. It doesn't matter where we are, what environment we're in. Like they're always the same. Like always the same. I appreciate that. I really do. I know a few. I don't mess with them like that though. Exactly. Absolutely not. Can't do it. Love you from over here. Cause like, can't do it. Can't risk it. Because if you change your personality depending upon who you're around, I can't imagine I can't imagine the level of betrayal I could experience in a relationship like that. You know what I mean? And contrary to what we believe, y'all, God does not want us walking around with broken hearts. It be honest. A lot of the things that we experience, a lot of the things that we encounter are literally because we do not guard our hearts. And the scriptures guide us, and not just guide us, but the scriptures tell us to guard your heart. Guard your heart. Be intentional. Know those who labor among you. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And all these things shall be like everything that you want, all the things you desire, you just seek first. If you just seek God, if you just say, listen, I don't know what to do with this thing that you give me, this thing called life. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna surrender everything to you because I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. I need your help. And I don't care what you say, friend. I know life can life, but God is calling us to a life that we enjoy, filled with abundance, filled with his goodness, filled with his favor. And don't get me wrong, there will be some things that will develop you, but his plans are not for disaster. They're for good, to give you a future and a hope. Do you hear me? And sometimes we forget that because we're so distracted by poor relationship. Poor relationship. Hey friend, hey girl. All right, I'm moving on. Number 7. Hold on, my stuff out of order. You view friendship as a taker, not a giver. Friendships are meant to be reciprocal, not one-sided. If you view friendship as a taker, what you can get out of people and never what you can give to people, your friendships are going to fail. You're not going to have lasting or genuine connection. There's a huge disparity between people who love you and people who love you for what you can do. And contrary to what some of us may believe, that is always felt. I can feel that you only want me because of what I can do. I can feel that. And sometimes when we're those people who just want to take and we don't realize that people can feel it, we'll feel like they're acting funny with us or they're being weird. No, they're protecting themselves. they're protecting themselves as they should, because you present yourself as a taker. Real friendship is about serving. It's servanthood. Welcome to the hood where we serve. How can I help you? What can I do? How can I help you get ahead? What are my gifts that I can help you propel in what God is giving you to do? You know what I mean? Like how can I contribute to you? That's what real genuine friendship looks like. Genuine friendship looks like, I know that today is hard for you, but I'm going to come help you get through this hard day. We're going to navigate this thing together. I know that you don't have the money for this, but I do. And if this tool could help your business, I want to be in on it. I want to do this for you. Friendship is servanthood. And if you're not into serving, you're not going to have lasting friendships. You can remove the whole biblical principles and everything that I've just said prior to now. If you don't know how to serve people, you will not have lasting friendships. Friendship is based on servanthood. You have to serve people. And you have to serve them beyond a text. You have to serve them beyond a call every 6 months or something. Don't get me wrong. A lot of us we're not entitled friends, and we don't require friends to talk to us every day, but we're also not intentional friends. We're not intentional. Some of us have friends right now, and I want to challenge you to do this today, that we haven't spoken to in months. And they could be going through hell in their lives. But because we're not very intentional, they don't even think to reach out to us to let us know, to pray for them, to check in on them, just to have support. You know what I'm saying? We get so caught up in our own lives and all the things that we got going on that we'll think, even to this, which I think is very detrimental to relationships. Well, they must not want to be friends anymore. I'm good. They're checking in on me. Baby, a lot of people are out here going through hell. It's a lot of people posting on the internet every day in their stories, all the things, going through hell. You have no idea. So stop and check on your friends today. Especially, I love to say this, check on your strong friends. And people you don't tend to check on because they seem like they always got it together. Friendship is all about serving people, and we have to do it well. If you want people who see you, who can serve you, cater to you, love you, if you want to experience God in the physical, okay, and like if you want to experience God here with people, there's an old song that said God has no hands but our hands. You have to learn to serve people. And you will always be served. Sometimes we will be assigned to serve people who are incapable of serving us, but we will never lack. It's just a principle. The better you treat people, the better your life will be. It's real simple. All right, number 8, we're moving on. You expect everyone to agree with you to coexist peacefully. You're unwilling to embrace differing opinions. Now, if I got to agree with you to coexist with you, child, I'm tired. I'm tired before we even get started. I'm tired. Why is that? Why are we like that? Why does it mean I'm automatically your enemy when I disagree with you? Why am I immediately your adversary when I disagree with you? It's not fair to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair to you. It's not fair to you when every time somebody has a differing opinion than you, an objective perspective or whatever, you immediately see them as the op. You immediately see them as an adversary. If you don't have friends among you that disagree with you, you are in trouble. Okay, you need people around you who can. The Bible says, "Iron sharpens iron." So if you never get sharpened, what's around you? Who around you, baby? Make it make sense. What good is a pencil if it can't be sharpened? Hey, friend. Yes, I'm still available. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I should answer your question. Yes, Trusted Talks with Trend is still accepting people. I've had about 3 or 4 sessions. It's been going really, really well. Super, super excited about even what God is doing in those. And if you're struggling with friendship, since we're here, I thank God that my friend reminded me of this. You can sign up now for Trusted Talks with Trend. What is Trusted Talks with Trend? It's where we get to do this one-on-one, but instead of me teaching friendship at the surface level or like, this live where we're kind of like speaking to a community of people, is one-on-one into your life, into your situation. You tell me what's going on. I give you practical steps in how to deal with what's going on. I really love it. I think that, I don't even know. I don't know if I have the words to express how beautiful and healing it has been already for so many people. Now, so the process is you would go to yourfriendtrend.com and you would submit a trusted talks form. There will be an NDA, then there will be questions around your mental health and all the things, because we need to know that. I need to know if I can handle it. I'm not going to just try to take you and see how much money I can get taking everybody. I'm not doing it. I'm on assignment. I'm not a hustler. I'm good. So hopefully you answer those questions honestly, and then my team sends you a schedule as well as the sessions, and you book from there. So super excited about that. So yeah, thank you for asking me that, friend, because I would have forgotten to do that on this live. So yeah, y'all please sign up for Trusted Talks with Trend. Maybe you just, even though you have friends, maybe you don't feel safe to speak to anybody about what's going on in your life. Maybe it's a really close friend and you guys share a lot of mutual friends, and you don't feel like you have a safe space to talk about what's going on, and you just need guidance in how to navigate this. Maybe you're going through a friendship breakup and you don't, you need help trying to get through this. I got you. Please sign up for Trusted Talks with Trend. The link is in my bio. And if you're not on Instagram, my website is yourfriendtrend.com. If you forget, it's my Instagram name.com. You can sign up, and hopefully we get to connect on a personal level and navigate this whole thing called friendship together. Yeah. Friend said there are enough hustlers and swindlers on social media. I think so. I do agree, which is why I think it's really important that my friends out here answer these questions with honesty and transparency, because I have no desire to hustle anybody. I'm not trying to get every person that signs up or whatever, because I know that I'm not assigned to everybody. That's okay. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. A lot of people, they want a lot of people, but I want the people that God has for me. Do you hear me? Okay. And that's all right. That's how I am. And I love it here. I don't want to change. Let's see. Number 9. You believe you can dictate the mood in any setting. If you're upset, you expect everyone to share in your negative emotions until you're happy again. I can't stand being around people like that. You upset so nobody can smile. I remember one time a person told me, "You get on my nerves. You always laughing, so you lack joy." Because what? I'm always joyful. That's what you should say. I'm always joyful. So because you're not joyful, I should lack joy. I should put my joy aside until I leave your presence. I should take on whatever kind of demonic spirits that's taunting you until bye. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go. Because if I can't, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but my motto is also, if I can't laugh, I'm leaving. I don't want to be around people like that. Because see, I've been in a bad mood, but certain people come around and you just can't help but just let it go. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to try to stay in this frame of mind that I have to be this way because I'm this way. You got to be this way. A lot of us also fell in friendship because if we're going through something with our spouses, our friends need to be going through something with our spouses. If we losing our jobs, we want people around us to lose it. We want everybody to be in the same boat as us. Baby, bye. It's not okay. It's really not. Yes, emotionally manipulating. That is absolutely correct. That's what it is. And it's not okay. You don't do that to people. You don't get to bully people to feel how you feel. And I think I have not been people's favorite because they can't change. They can't get me to be who they want me to be. And I'm not clay, and you are not the potter. Period. I'm not conforming to fit what makes you comfortable. I will not. I will not. I used to do that when I was younger. Cute. I used to wear them pack panties. I don't wear pack panties no more. I don't do that. I grew up. I don't wear Hanes and Fruit of the Loom. I don't do that. I'm a big girl now. I don't take all those kind of things. No, absolutely not. I'm not about to alter my personality because you're here, because you're present, or whatever. Like, it's just not feasible for me. And if you require that of me, then I'm out. Period. I think too many of us settle for people who don't really like us. I have a joyful personality. So if a person says to me that my joyful personality is too much or whatever, that means they don't like me. That means I literally have to turn who Trinity is off. I'm not doing that. If you don't like me, you don't like me, and that's okay. But I ain't finna be. I'm always gonna be laughing and kicking about something because that's my personality. So if you tell me you don't like joy, or I laugh too much, I probably not gonna like. It's okay. We probably just won't. We don't get to gang, and if we don't get to gang, it's okay because I'm not gonna change my personality and get quiet and get all the things because I make you feel some kind of way by laughing. Like laughing bothers you. Whew, get a little joy with you. Not you believe in God and laughter bothers you. Laughter is medicine. Didn't you reach a word? Yeah, somebody told me that before, and I was like, what? What? Like that's insane. But I have compassion for that because I've never been to a space in my life, and I'm not saying that I won't enter it. So that's why I have compassion. My mama tells me to have compassion for people in places you don't want to be. So that being said, I have compassion, although I will not change who I am to accommodate them. I have compassion because I don't know what that's like. You know what I mean? So I just pray for people like that because yeah, no, absolutely not. Hey Tia, I am not Clay. Period. And you are not the party. You will not be having me over here doing backflips on the carrot. No, I am not looking for acceptance. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Bye. 10. You think all friends are replaceable, but they're not. Good friends are rare and irreplaceable. Hey, friend. Listen, let me tell y'all this. Good people are hard to come by, especially in this era of life that we're all in. People are waiting on the opportunity. We have a lot of opportunities around us. We have so many people looking for people that they can manipulate. A lot of people looking for people that they can use. They don't like. Few of us see friendship as service. Few of us see friendship as an opportunity to serve in your life. Few of us want to be involved in your like I'm telling you. So if you have people who bought into who you are, and I mean that's the friend who asks about your husband, your kids, your mom and them, who show up for real, who consistently supports you, the friend that surprises you with things because they just thinking about you. Those people are not prevalent. So if you have those friends, don't think for a moment that they're replaceable because they're not. There are some people you will miss. If you misstep, if you hit it wrong, and you whatever, child, you ain't gonna get that. I'm sorry, you ain't gonna get that kind of friend round the way. Like God is so faithful to us that we'll always have what we need. But I want us to value what we already have. Like, really take inventory of the people in your life. Who can I count on? Who can I depend on? How do I show up? How do I actually show up in their lives? They show up for me, but do I show up for them? Do I love on them the way they love on me? She's got me just because if she's remembered me. She's got me my little favorite trees. Have I done that for her? Do I let her know she's seen? Seriously. So yeah, I just wanted to encourage y'all today with these 10 things to consider that may be contributing to your failed relationships. And sometimes failed relationships may also be on the positive side because you're just in a different place and their relationship isn't working anymore. And that's okay. That's okay. You know what I mean? Right now, you're focusing on healing. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on, like, you're on a different path than your people. You know what I mean? And so your relationships are changing. That could also be why. But these are our 10 reasons today to help us to self reflect and take accountability for how we show up in the lives of other people rather than how people are showing up in our lives. So I really hope that this blessed you. I appreciate y'all spending time with me. Hey, Miss Nash. Sounds like accountability hour. I guess you would call it that. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys joining me for this live. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you want to go back and watch it. It will be on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much. If y'all are not following me or subscribed on YouTube, I need you to do so. So I'm going to drop that now because we're working on a new season of Friend Fusion, and I have some surprises up my sleeve for y'all, baby. Y'all gonna be like, friend, you did your big one. Because listen, when I tell you God is doing his big one, So y'all please follow at Friend Fusion. And the link to my YouTube is there in the bio. Please subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys supporting me, watching my content there. If you're not familiar with Friend Fusion, all the shows on the YouTube are under the live section. We aired them all live prior to now, so you can go and watch. And I hope that every episode that you watch will bless you in some way and improve how you perceive life. I really do. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going now. If anybody want to help me, I don't know how to turn on my comments on YouTube.